Hi guys! Welcome to my Brainape channels. In today's video, we're gonna talk about the measure of variability. Measure of variability. How to get range, the quartile deviation, coefficient of quartile deviation, standard deviation. First, we need to get the range. What is range? Range Range of a set of data is the difference between the largest and the smallest. So, to get the range, we need to find the highest number. So, how can we find the highest number? So, you will input this formula equals, then max, open parenthesis, A. A stands for first layer, letter A1, then the number. Sorry, big letter. A1, 2 is 2, A10. Then, close parenthesis. Enter. So, this is the highest number. So, how can we get the lowest number? To get the lowest number, we need to input this formula, equals mean, open parenthesis, A1 to A10. Yan. A1 to A10. Then, close parenthesis, enter. That would be our lowest number. So, how can we get the range? To get the range, first, we need to get the highest number and the lowest number. So, we need to find the difference between the highest number and the lowest number. So, letter C. So, in the data C, then we will input this C12, then C13 equals C12 minus, minus C13. So, that would be 86. So, the range is 86. So, now, let's proceed to the quartile of deviation. The quartile deviation. The quartile deviation is the product of half of the difference between the upper and the lower quartiles. Then, mathematically, we can define as quartile deviation is equal to, open parenthesis, quartile cube or quartile 3 minus quartile 1, close parenthesis, divided by 2. So, we need to get the quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3 to get the quartile deviation. First, what formula, what are we going to use? So, you need to input this equation or this formula equals, then quartile, open parenthesis, then A1, yes, this equation, A1 to A10, then comma, then what we need to find the quartile 1. So, we input 1. Then, close parenthesis. Then, enter. That would be our quartile 1. So, next, same formula in quartile 1. Then, input equals quartile. Then, open parenthesis. A1 to A10, comma 2. Then, close parenthesis. Comma 2. Then, close parenthesis. Then, enter. That would be 55.5. Next, quartile 3 equals quartile. Then, open parenthesis, A1 is to A10, comma, quartile 3. Then, close. Then, enter. So, that would be the quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3. This. Then, in this, how to get this one? So, we need to get the then this one equals, so we need to get the quartile 3, then the quartile 1, the difference between the quartile 3 and the quartile 1. So, E, because in this series, the data would be E3. So, E3 minus quartile 1, CE3. C3 divided by 2. That would be the formula. As you can see. Then, enter. That would be the quartile deviation. So, next, we need to get the coefficient of quartile deviation. Allows you to compare dispersion of 2 or more sets of data. To get the coefficient, we will input this formula. So, equals, open parenthesis. So, E3 or the quartile 3 minus C3. Okay, then close parenthesis divided by open parenthesis E3 plus C3, then close parenthesis. So, take a look in the formula. Okay, that would be the formula. Then, if you enter 0.359813, so that would be your coefficient of quartile. Then next, let's proceed to the standard deviation. Standard deviation is a measure of the amount of variation or dispersion of a set of values. Then, low standard deviation indicates that the values tend to be close to the mean of the set. Higher standard, while the highest standard deviation indicates that the values are spread out over a wider range. So, how to get the standard deviation. First, we need to find the sum. We need to find the sum. So, to get the sum, we need to input this equals, equals sum, open parenthesis, A1 to A10, close parenthesis, then enter. So, sorry. So, as you can see, I input the wrong data. So, we need to repeat the how to get the sum. So, equals, then sum, open parenthesis, value A is equal to 3. A3 to, no, not A3, then B, because of the data, this one, we need to get the summation of this x. So, B3 is to B10. Then, close parenthesis, that would be the formula to get the sum. Then, enter. So, that would be 328. So, the count. How to get the count of the number? So, you will input this, you will input this formula. So, equals, then count, then open parenthesis. So, we need to find the count. So, we will go through this data. Letter A. Then, A3 is to A10. Then, close. That would be 8. Okay. Then, the average. So, how can we find the average? We will find the difference so we will divide the sum and the count. So, we will put this formula, B12. So, the sum, B12, divide the V13. Then, enter. That would be 41. So, to get the answer of x minus mean, so we will input this formula here. So, equals B minus, then dollar sign, then B, dollar sign again, then the 14. Now, 14, the mean, minus 14. 14. Yan. B stands for the x, this one, x. Then, dollar sign, B dollar sign 14 is for the average mean. Then, enter. So, again, to get the x minus mean, you will input the equals, then B, then the count, 3 minus dollar sign, B, dollar sign, then 14, the mean. Yes, this one. Then, enter. That would be the mean of 18. Then, to get this, you will drop it down. So, okay, that would be the x minus mean. So, how can we get the x minus mean squared? So, to get that, we will input the C3. That would be negative 23, stands for C data, then the count 3. So, this formula is equals C stands for negative 23, letter C, then 3. C3, then squared, for a while, then squared by 2. Yes, then that would be, then enter, 529. So, kagaya nung ginawa natin sa x minus mean, drag lang natin siya. Yan, hanggang sa number 8 din. Yan na yung answer niya. So, ang gagawin na natin na next is, so, yung next na gagawin is kukunin na natin yung mga sum niya. So, ang gagawin na natin para makuha na natin yung lahat ng sum niyan is gagaya nung ginawa natin kanina. No. Balik natin. Mali. Drag lang natin siya pa horizontal. Yan. So, ayan na yung addition niya. Like, kagaya rin dito sa count. Yan. Naka-plus sign. Then, drag natin siya pa horizontal. That would be 8. Okay. Then, ang kukunin na natin ngayon is yung variance. Paano natin makukuha ngayon yung variance? Ang variance daw, para makuha is, kailangan natin makuha yung summation ng x minus mean squared, which is yung 1498. So, 1498. So, equals 1, 4. So, bali, ang tawag natin dyan is D. Sa 1498, ang tawag dyan is D12. So, D12. Yan yun, diba? Nag-appear siya, 1498. Then, divided by, open parenthesis, then D13, the number. Okay? D13 minus 1. Then, close parenthesis. So, ayan yung formula natin para makuha natin yung variances natin sa Excel. So, then, enter. So, 214. Yan yung variances. So, ang kukunin na natin ngayon is yung standard deviation. So, para naman makuha yung standard deviation, ang gagawin lang natin is kukunin natin yung answer ng variances, which is yung 214, then D is equal to 15. D15, then squared by 0.5. Yan, nakalimutan ko ng equal sign. Then, enter. So, the standard deviation is 14.62874. So, ganun po kumuha ng standard deviation.